So, Isabel must have, like, the strongest phone on the island. It just occurred to me. My phone's ringing. Why is my phone ringing? Hello? Hey, it's Harvey. On the phone part of your phone. So, hey, it's out of the blue and everything, but I, like, might need kind of a favor. Got some real sweet folks here who want to make some special photos made. If you use an extra paw, if that's okay. Wait, you have hands, don't you? You can bring those too. Think you could ramble your way out to Phototopia and help us shut our dog out? I'll fill you in when you get here. Get to Phototopia, go to the airport, and let them know you want to go to Harv's Island. See you soon. I got other things I was planning on doing today, Harv. I mean, you're the photographer, man. 1,866 bells of interest. Like, I ain't no photographer. I ain't no photographer. I literally, the most I'll do is I'll point my phone at something, and for some reason a lot of the things I point my phone at ends up looking good. But, like, the picture will end up looking good. Hey, Menace, what's up? Ooh, just taking a breather. I was kind of hoping you'd say I'm a menace. Hey! Money rock right away. I'm partially thinking I might two-part today, just because, like, I do really want to work on the campground. And I feel like for doing that, I should really have, like, more time. Also, I definitely have all the bells I need for buying turnips. I just need to find Daisy May now. I don't know why I completely blanked that I was still carrying an absurd amount of bells. So let's just wander around and find Daisy May before I do anything else. That way I can be sure I can carry my turnips. I did get out of bed a little later than I planned on today, but Sleep Bank needed its debts paid, so... But yeah, like, no one else can just send, like, when we're getting a recipe from Nook, we have to hold our phone up to his. Isabel can send a recipe to everybody on the island from her desk. Great to see you. Wanna chat? You should swing by sometime. Working on a new coconut cake recipe. What's that face for? Sounds delicious. But, yeah, Sleep Bank needed its debts paid, and who am I to try to deny the Sleep Bank's enforcers? I've never been good at denying them, so, you know. Shoo, glad to see you. Let's talk. Sometimes I really miss my parents. Other times I worry that they'll fly unannounced for a visit. That is entirely fair. I never have to worry about that. I mean, one, I'm still living with my mother, even though we're in my sister's house, because housing situations are kind of messy these days. I would love to have a place of my own, though. Gotta be thinking, is it true that you've been looking for a pajama dress? I wasn't. That's what I get for listening to gossip. I should ask before I went out shopping for you. How about I just give you a pajama dress? That is very fair. You can always give it away if you don't need it. It does make turnips a little more complicated, but it's fine. Oh, there's Daisy May. I am here to start my Sunday off with some turnips. 106 bells each. I'll buy some. Please tell me I just have enough room. Because I think that will clear up, like, 3 inventory spots, because it'll put one of the money bags just into my money, and then get rid of 2 of the others, so... It worked out. Yep, I had exactly enough space, thanks to the price. Yeah, trying to think of things to ramble about, because I didn't really do much of anything after I finished recording last night. And, like, I have not done anything yet today other than get out of bed. So, yeah. I suppose I did watch, like, a video from Gamers Nexus on basically they're finalizing their CES coverage, which is the Consumer Electronics Show, of which NVIDIA spent most of their time talking about B2B electronics. You know, not the kind for consumers, but the kind for businesses to buy from other businesses, basically. You know, they spent most of their time talking about basically server stuff, and, you know, literally 2% of their 100-minute keynote was spent talking about graphics cards, which are the things that consumers go to NVIDIA for. Which does basically remind me of, you know, the pretty easy way that AMD could probably correct the market for graphics cards. It would just take AMD taking a pretty big financial hit. Because I believe I made mention of this before, but, like, the biggest issue everybody has with graphics cards right now is they're too darn expensive. Well, if AMD wants to compete, especially at the low end, because a lot of people who buy low end don't tend to be people, as weird as this is to me, the people who buy low end don't tend to be the people with a little bit of money. Like, well then, the people who buy low end with a little bit of money. I can work this out. Those people don't tend to look up reviews and stuff. They don't look at how to use their little bit of money wisely. That's what I was trying to get at and completely failed because I'm still waking up. They just look at, you know, the... Let's go back to the 3060 and RX 6600, because those are the two cheap... Those are still the 2 cheapest graphics cards, basically. At least of ones that you'll actually want to be buying. Well, a lot of people are going to look at those, and the Chinese market proves this. They're going to see, basically... Well, they're not even going to look into performance. They're just going to see the AMD one is about... you know, 30% cheaper than the NVIDIA one. They're both low-end cards. That must mean the AMD one is worse. I'll buy the NVIDIA one. Because they are decently close in price. Naming, they're pretty close. Like, they're to the uninformed consumer, it just looks like, well, I can afford the slightly more expensive one, that one's probably better. And when you get into even price tiering, well, now you get like the 6600 versus the 3050, but people are going to see, well, it's NVIDIA. So what you do is you take a product on the level of, you know, these days it would be the 9060, the RX 9060. And you sell it for 120 bucks. Will AMD be losing money on that? Oh yes, they will be losing money on that. Board partners would probably be losing money on that if AMD didn't heavily, you know, if they wouldn't heavily subsidize it. But the thing is, it would be getting the AMD's reputation out there as quality graphics cards at low price. And then at that point, it just comes down to AMD from there to figure out how to make that low price sustainable with the performance. Because, let's be real, there's a lot of people who will argue that, well, NVIDIA's ray tracing's why they're doing so well. Or DLSS and upscaling and all this crap. Yeah, I don't think someone paying like $120 for something that will be basically on par or better than the, 5060, probably even on par with the 5070, at least base model 5070. I don't think they're gonna care that their card can't do ray tracing or upscaling, because quite simply that card is monumentally cheaper. Like, the 5070, for example, NVIDIA's 5070 is, I think, like in the $700, $800 range. So if you could sell a card that's almost as good for like $120, yeah, that's gonna really light a fire under NVIDIA's ass. Like, Steven, how lovely of you to stop by, boy. Let's chat. Whatever you do, darling, don't underestimate the importance of a polite greeting. Every day might bring something new, but common greetings stay pretty much the same, don't they? That must be because they're such important words, right? When you're feeling a little blue, a cheery hello from a friend can have a truly magical effect on you. That it very much can. Yeah, my nose is a bit congested. And I will get to cleaning up flower paths, just probably, like, later. I am definitely thinking of doing, like, a 2-part day. Really depends on how long this one goes, because... but I want to work on the campsite, and I don't feel like doing it right now. But, like... That's how you take over a market, is just simply by crushing the value of everything else. Squeak, if I knew you were coming, I'd have whipped up a few snacks. Let's talk. Rambler, it's a great outfit on you. I like that stuff. I got something to go with it. A patchwork tulip hat. I mean, I don't think it's gonna look great, but... I'm not expecting Serrano to know fashion. I don't know fashion. Know me out plenty, my chance to treat you. Aw. Well, let's try it on. Yeah, no, I don't like that hat. I'm gonna keep my little clip. It's the same blue, so. But like, and I don't mean crush it as in like absolutely like performance-wise crush everyone else, because that's really not feasible. Even Nvidia are running into that brick wall of you really can't make graphics cards that much better with current technology. So what you need to do is refine it so that you can sell it for cheaper. Because, like, if you're selling it for 10% of what your competitor is selling it for, well, you win. The problem then comes when, if AMD were to do that, and, they subsidize their partners, and then say they sell so much that they lose half their company's net worth because they're taking that big of a loss, they would need to do this for like a limited run, see how it works out, and while that's going on, be heavily optimizing performance. Like the cost of performance, to basically make the components as absolutely cheap as possible. Simon's sick. I need to get him some medicine. I'm gonna go straight away and do that, because if I don't, I'm gonna forget. Weird, I have not seen any dig spots. I swear I saw one earlier, and I just don't see it now. But, like, that would solve a lot of AMD's problems if they were to properly budget for doing that, and then, only sell what they are able to sell like that, just to drum up hype for things, if nothing else. Wait, what's the dig spot up here? Where did I see a dig spot? I'm positive I saw one. I might be going crazy. Might be going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. That's definitely what it's feeling like. Well, there's a dig spot. Okay, medicine for Simon. And, like, I do know that the prospect of that is definitely frightening for any company to do. But it would probably work, and AMD would, at least for that generation of card, take a massive chunk out of NVIDIA's share of the graphics card market, just simply by selling an absurdly cheap card with modern performance. Even if they could just get back to, like, the RX 6600's pricing. Like, $200 for a graphics card is... I mean, personal opinion, that should be, like, upper mid to, like, high-end pricing. But, you know... That's because I'm trying to think of the consumers, because I am a consumer. I'm not trying to think of the shareholders. The shareholders that always demand price, you know, number go up, not caring why or how number go up. Which is also a big hurdle that AMD would have with doing something like that strategy-wise, is because, like, shareholders would not approve. Because that would mean number might go down. They wouldn't care that number might go up in the future. Number's gonna go down for now. On a drone beetle. Shouldn't you have more propellers? No, it's not that kind of drone. And it's the first of a month, so I do also have a bunch of, like, fishing and stuff to do as well. Oh, Caroline also came to say hi to him, I guess. Make sure our boy Simon's okay. But, like, yeah. Simon! I brought you some medicine. Your brain's foggy, legs are wibbly, head's all clogged up. I'm like the living definition of a total blob. Brought you some medicine. Medicine? For me? Does it taste bad? Nah, you brought it for me, and probably only bring me good stuff. I mean, it's gonna taste awful, but it'll work. Huh? It doesn't taste like snacks, but it doesn't taste bad either. Whew. Feeling a little better. That medicine must be working. Hey, let me give you this as thanks. A student cap. Enjoy. I don't need one of those, but thanks. Steven, be careful you don't get sick too. Oh, I probably will get sick at some point. I've been constantly thinking I might be getting sick lately, so I probably am getting sick, or I'm dealing with a cold, and I'm just powering through it. Without really even acknowledging that I've got a cold. But, big spot. And, like, I would say Intel could have done that, and they seem to have almost tried to with the pricing of their ARC cards, but at the same time, like, Intel really dropped the ball with graphics cards, so... Who it is? Steven! Nice to see you. Puff, puff. It's the latest. I never decide what to get on the spot. I always want to go home and think it over first. Then I worry that in the meantime someone will buy an outfit before... I'm sure it's the one I want. Aww. So that's why I always use the changing room, so I don't take up anything of what anyone else might want to buy. Did not mean to do that. There we go. Grapes. Oh man, these are closer to the glasses I'm wearing. I mean, these don't have the double bridge, but... if they did, it'd be pretty close. I don't think I want anything today. I really need to, like, get my own glasses at some point. Because, like, these ones work, and it's lovely that they do. But, Steven, what kind of clothing do you usually like? How would you describe your style? Anything, basically, minus shorts. But I know. You're all about, like, a green and white checkered pattern, maybe on an apron. Babes, you're doing that thing where you think everyone's you again. Sable and Mabel are so freaking cute. I also should at some point check in on what Wargaming's been up to with World of Warships. I have not played that game in months. I feel bad that I haven't played that game in months, but like, it's been so just absolutely burnt out on it. Like, even now, like, I'm getting to the point where I'm kind of interested to see what they've been up to, but I'm not, like, I don't really want to play. And, like, I even burnt myself out on, like, World of Tanks Blitz, so, like, that's kind of where I'm at there. I should really get around to uninstalling that game. Honestly, if anything, I should uninstall it and then reinstall it onto my extra storage drive, just so it's out of the way. Also, hold on. There we go. Just putting my computer's audio back down to where it needs to be. Hey, did the sweet smells drag you in here by the nose hammy? Jamaican. Glad you asked. I'm making some seafood salad. You know I'm an athlete, right? Talked about it before. This is the fuel that keeps me strong. Oh, my brain just flexed on a sweet idea. I could give you the recipe and we could be chef pals. Alright, man, I'm probably never gonna make it, but already maxed out this recipe, pass it along to someone else. I think that means I already know this one. Yeah. Okay. I'm slowly learning. Because, yeah, I had just been listening to music before I started recording. Basically as a blasting the brain awake kind of thing. And before anyone might worry that I listen to music too loud, this headset doesn't get too loud. Like, I say that based on, like, my Corsair headset. I miss that thing so much. I might buy a new headset at some point. Probably not a Corsair one, but this Chinesium one is not bad, but it's not great either, and it's probably on its way out. It needs new cups at the very least. So, like, the little cups on this one have been shedding for a while now, so, like, you know, it kind of needs new ones. But, like, this one isn't bad, but it's not great either. It does have the style of wiring on it that I do like, or at least wiring cover, which is the cloth one. Because, as I believe I've talked about in the past, but maybe not in a long while, based on my own lived experiences, my sweat is mildly acidic. Basically meaning that it will eat through... Oh, no, that was the bug I already got. It will eat through like a rubber cable. So, that's basically what happened to my Corsair headset, is basically my sweat ended up eating through the cable. It also doesn't help that, like, those rubber cables are also a lot more prone to just breaking at weak spots. So, like, they tend to break pretty easily at, like, where it connects to the head, like, the cord connects to the headset itself. 5,000 bells. Heck yeah. Pop in here and see Pinky, and I think that's basically everything for now. I've still got the one bug to donate, but I might wait to donate that later. Pinky be cleaning. No way! I was totally just thinking I wish I could talk to Steven right now. Stop for a chat. When I moved to a new house the first few days there, this is weird, but it doesn't feel like it's mine. It's like I'm staying over at someone else's place. After a little while, like, it turns into home. It's warm and safe in your own little place in the world. I don't know if other folks go through that, but I do. I thought I'd tell my bestie about it. That is fair. I mean, I definitely went through that. I can't say this place feels safe, but like... Or that my brain even recognizes it as home, but I don't have that feeling that I'm staying at someone else's place anymore. So, progress. You know, it's something. I've only been here for over a decade. But, yeah. I think that is going to be it for this segment, and I'm going to transition with my house. I would identify the fossils now, but I'm thinking... I want to work on the park. Not the park, the campsite, which will technically be a bit of a park. But I also want to donate more than one thing to Blathers. And I know there's going to be a lot of new things, so I kind of want to work on that as well. Maybe this will be something new. Yeah, we've had a crawfish before. That was itchy. But yeah, I think I'll do a bit of fishing later, but I'll also like... Well, later today there also might be more bugs, so I'll probably be back like after dark. So, yeah. I'll meet you guys back here later today at some point. And I'm back. The loading screen tips are weird, man. Okay, where it's not raining, I think what I'm actually gonna do is I'm going to work on the campsite. Now, I want the fencing I made, which I probably don't have enough of. I don't even know where it would be. Probably be in here somewhere. Yes, the Zen fencing. 43 is probably not going to be enough. So, wait, I still need here because I need the materials, which are at the bottom of here. Let's get out some clay, some stones, some iron, because that's what's used to make it. Wait, I was going to grab some bamboo shoots too. I should grab those as well. I have a basic plan for it in mind. A very basic one. But I'm going to see what I can work with while I'm over there. And see what I can make happen. Because I'm going to be cutting down that bamboo. So let's put that away. Put that away. That away. That away. I don't need a singular stone. I got 30 stones. Don't need the boing. I'm good on boing. Just want to make sure I have space. Now, I need some bamboo shoots. 2 are fine. And that clears out a space in my storage as well. I do have things I can ramble about as well. Namely, a realization I just came to. So, you know, I made mention that I was definitely drinking way too much coffee, and I needed to cut back. Oh, there's the money spot. So you might be like, oh, you probably weren't drinking that much. Like, you know, how much could you have been drinking? My plaid mug that I use a lot of the time, I'm now using for juice, because I like the mug. It's a good sized mug, holds a good amount of fluid. Pretty nice. It holds half a liter. For reference, for those who may not be metrically inclined, that was filling it up like once and putting a bit of water back in the bottle. Because I'd start filling it up and I'm like, I may as well fill this up again. Well, it's just about half a liter. I would fill that cup 6 to 8 times a day with coffee. So I was drinking like 3 to 4 liters of coffee a day. Yeah, it's a lot of coffee. I need fruit. Because I'm going to just try to dig up the stuff. Actually, you know what? I'm going to buy a axe in here. I'm just going to sell the unidentified fossils. I don't need the bells. I don't. I do not need the bells. Hey, boys. Yep, I'm aware of your policy. I just want to clear those out. And I can sell the crawfish too. I mean, that's going to put a bell bag in my inventory probably, but... Literally just. Well, I'm about to consume the bell bag with an axe. So, it's fine. It's so nice that you can just buy an upgraded axe. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that realization, that's a lot of coffee to be drinking. For one person. For, like, a family of people, that's a pretty reasonable amount of coffee. For a singular person. Yeah, I was definitely drinking too much coffee. Okay, I got some of these trees I need to deal with. This one will probably have to go. This one will probably have to go. Same with this one. I don't know if there can be bees in bamboo, so I'm just gonna play it safe. There's a bug I missed. I already have this. It's a bagworm, but, you know. This one will probably have to go. Firefly! Heck yeah! I love fireflies. A firefly, I'm on fire now. You don't really see them around where I live now. Like, I have seen them, but they're not common. Which is really sad. Because, like, they're so cool. And there's so many people who have no idea what they even are. It's hilarious. Yes, they actually do light up like that. That's not a video game thing. Like, fireflies actually do that. I almost called them ladybugs. I'm smart. It's pretty cool. A lot of them around where I grew up, but that was also a lot more woody. I imagine at the park there might be a fair few, but they over-tend that place, so maybe not. Like, I know they do it to, quote-unquote, keep the park looking pretty, but all it tends to do for me is make the park look very, just, sad. Because, like, there's just, like, literally, the sides everywhere are heavily raked. It's, like, it's way too tended. And they don't need to be doing that. It would look so much better if they just didn't. That's the thing, like... If they just left it as it was, it'd be great. Also, while I am doing this bit of design work myself here, I do want to say, if any of y'all watching have, like, any suggestions on things I can do on the island, let me know. The only things I will not do is I will not terraform the island. But if you have an idea that works around how the island is, I'm all ears. I just don't want to be, like, I just don't want to massively terraform my island. I like working around the constraints of the island. I also will not be moving anyone's house, or my own. The houses are where they are. I was thinking early on that I might, every time an animal moves out, like, move their house. But that's honestly just way too much work for how lazy I am. Plus, I would have had to have worked out, like, a grid system for, like, randomly moving the houses around, and, like, too much work. Another new bug. A mosquito. Man, I had them girls crawling all over me a while back. Like, they just couldn't get enough of what you're looking at. I mean... Okay. Let's get this stump out of the way. Now, again, I want to move these flowers a bit. I want... I know where I want the back of it to be. So these need to move too. And I still want a bit of a path so that I can get over to red without having to, like, go all the way around. And where tulips are this island's flower. I am definitely going to keep a lot of tulips around here. Now, let's see. If I were to start it... So this is 1, 2, 3. 2... maybe only 2 over. So it would be like... Whop. Whop. I'm gonna move those tulips. For some reason my voice is just dead today. I don't know why. It just kind of is. Need my shovel back out. Whoops. Didn't need to move those ones. This way there will be a 1 wide gap on either side that I can work with. That way, like, I'm not... If I climb up the mountain the wrong spot, I'm not stuck. You know. Let's get this back out. Watch this actually be enough. Okay, so if I do that... I don't know how far forward I want to put it. There actually feels good. And then I bring it over... Nah, that's too much. I need to... Wow. Okay. Yeah, I'm liking this. I'm gonna need to get some, like, decorations and stuff going on. Wait, that's too far? No. This is... my brain... Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Now, let's, I actually have enough. Let's plant 1 bamboo at each of these spots. And then, as these create sprouts, I'm gonna put more bamboo around. So those will grow up nice, big, and strong. We got tulips frickin' everywhere. And I can make my way all around here. So now I need some decorations. I'm thinking of going pretty bamboo themed because I like the look of bamboo. I very much like the look of that fencing. Like, all right. Here we go. Well, we got underwater wall. Wait. Huh? Is that like something you actually place in the water? Oh no, it's okay. My brain. I need to collect summer shells too. So I need to like actually like collect stuff from the beach. Do. Oh, we have a thing for our coffee today and I haven't gone and done that yet. Well, nice afternoon coffee. Let's make our way over here. Oop. Is that another new bug or is that the same one I've already got? It's hard to tell. Let's catch it anyway. Bam. Okay. That's the one I already caught today. Just catching lots of bugs. Money! It's not like I need it. Money! Maybe Flick will be in town tomorrow. Nah, I'm just gonna sell all the extra bugs now. Well, I need to buy a bug net now. Let's just get cleaning up the beach. I guess I'll be doing this as part of my daily routine for a while, just to gather up the materials. But yeah, like, oh, there's so many fireflies. They're so pretty. Which also, like, I feel like I'm in a pretty good mood today, because, like, I've had my window open just, like, all day, even though I shouldn't have. It's been raining. But I've been waiting to hear the rain, because that's usually an indication that rain will be coming in my window. And I haven't heard it. So I'm just gonna work under the assumption that no rain came in. I mean, Frisk's been up in the window quite often, so that would also be a pretty good indication that no rain has come in, because, like, you think Frisk is gonna sit in the window when it's raining? Nah, Frisk is gonna run. She don't like the rain. She doesn't like the water. Which, like, when she was really little, I had started trying to teach her to not hate water, because basically for a cat to not hate water, it just needs to be around it a good chunk of its life. But, like, the sink down here in the basement, she quickly outgrew it. So it's like, oh, I can't really, like, give her baths or anything, because she outgrew it. Yeah, I'm good, Blathers. That's everything, my man. Trying to think of more things to ramble about today. I mean, it is the day after 8-Bit Drummer's 10-year streaming anniversary. Which also, fun note, my fan art for him for the 10 years, actually, he showed it off on his stream. It's really cool. I've been drawing, and I need to post it on my, my community tab, and my DeviantArt. Because I also drew something for Splatoon's 10 years. But, yeah. And I drew it on the day. I just didn't post it anywhere other than, like, the 8-Bit Discord. I've mostly just been active on there. I am really bad at maintaining multiple places I post and do things. Like, I'm just really bad at it. So, I'm trying my best, though. I also redrew my icon for Discord. I don't know if I'm going to use it on, like, YouTube and Twitch, but using my old drawing of Ghost. I need to, like, learn, like, furry face anatomy better so that I can draw Ghost better. So that, you know, I got a better looking icon. Now, let's see, we got our Nook Miles for spending bells to buy things. And for having our coffee break. Miles O'Brien. Alright, so let's see what I have in storage. That would work. Because I know I've got, like, all kinds of, like, bamboo furniture that I can make. But I want to see what I might already have. I could put the mossy rocks up there. Is there, like, an outdoor category? There is not. I could put the "We're Open" sign there. I could put a garbage pail. Yeah, that makes sense to have a garbage pail over there. Like, you would want people putting stuff into the garbage. I could put the glow moss rocks. Those would be kind of cool over there. I'm looking for stuff that'll be always good regardless of season. And, like, the bamboo-y stuff would work, so I might just, like, craft some of that. Let me get some bamboo. Some young spring bamboo. Well, let's see what I can make with this. Because it feels pretty empty at the moment. It's just a fenced-in camp area. It's not really a campsite yet. It's just, well, a campground. It's just a campsite. Let's craft. Let's see. There is also a lot of the wood stuff. But I'm feeling bamboo. Let's see. I could do the bamboo bench. I almost feel like I have to do the deer scare. I need weeds. Okay. Let's do a couple benches. A little sad I didn't get the bamboo doll recipe. That's probably one of my favorite items, just because of my initial reaction to it. Let's grab some weeds. I'm formulating ideas. Wrong button. Need some weeds. Those should be up here, I think. Nope, they're further down. Yeah, there we go. Lots of weeds. That's a lot of money sitting there anytime Leaf's in town. If I wanted to get rid of them, I could just dump them on Leaf, and Leaf will buy those weeds just fine. Leaf loves himself some leaves, and, you know, power to him. He was named that, and that's just what he decided to devote his life to, is leaves. Let's make the deer scare. Now, let's... pop up here. I probably can't make much of the wooden stuff. Just because of, like, not really having much on me. But let's make a log garden lounge. Okay, that uses hardwood anyway. And... I think that's good. Well, let's get a little campfire. We don't need, like, a big campfire. I could just grab one from somewhere else on the island. I've got plenty on the ground. But we don't need, like, a big bonfire. Just a little campfire. Just a little itty-bitty campfire. That should be more than good. Now, let's put the bamboo benches out here on either side. There is room. I'm just standing slightly too close. I don't know how I quickly got to the top and couldn't get back down to the bottom. Let's put... Ooh, there's really not really... It's not really room for this in here, but... Yeah, that works. That there. And we're gonna put... Gotta put the deer scare right there. And then we'll put the campfire just in this little corner. Oh, there's room here. Campfire in this little corner. Yeah. And I'm gonna plant some bamboo up there. Whenever I get another sprout. Yeah, I think this is gonna work great. Now we need the garbage pail somewhere. That can be like right here. Actually, no. Let's put the garbage pail, like, around the side over here. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I like that. We need to get a bunch more flowers in around here as well. And once that bamboo grows, it's gonna look so nice. I know I could have just probably moved the bamboo I had, but it's gonna look so nice. And you know, I could end episodes here. It's pretty nice place to just chill by some fire. Thinking of maybe actually putting like the campfire out here, just not close enough to obstruct the rock, obviously, but like just out here somewhere. Could actually like put it over here. Or maybe I could do over here and then use like the bamboo seating as like a ooh, yes. Hold on. Hold on. See what I'm stepping in? Like, that's pretty nice. That is pretty nice. And now I can move this out of in there. So it's not completely cluttering up in there, and I can put this out here. Wrong way. That way you have like a little lounge area just off to the side. Heck yeah. Ooh. And then once I can start getting some bamboo and flowers in here, that's gonna be so nice. I might have to start purposely breeding some flowers to do what I want to do, but yeah, that's gonna be really nice. And, you know, today has been going on quite a while. We've made some decent progress here. We got a campground now. It's not just a campsite anymore. Now it's a campground. That's like, it's not a camp house, it's a camp home. You know, this is the kind of thing you wouldn't want to leave. The other one, you'd be ready to leave the moment you could, because it's just, you're just on a bit of wood. Like, there's no fencing, and wild animals could come get you. There's a giant hamster living just to the east. Like, and there's a horse that's a real menace even further to the east. Like, you would not want to deal with him at all. But yeah, that's going to be it for this one. I thank you all very much for watching, and hopefully I shall see you back here tomorrow for more Animal Crossing New Horizons. See you all then! And now in this end card, I would like to ask, if you liked the video, could you maybe hit the like button? And if you're not subscribed, could you maybe subscribe? It'd help me out a lot. Thanks a bunch.